Hey, everybody, and welcome back again to another episode of the Wish You Were Beer Show. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. Thank you for... Oh. I didn't realize we were going right into celebratory.
I woo girl.
I woo girl.
Good on you, Phil.
Good on you. Thanks everybody for stopping by. As always, this is the weekly beer show.
Oh no!
Weekly beer show.
You wait till I tell those guys that just happened. They're gonna be so excited. This is the Wish You Were Beer Show. We do it every Thursday, 8:00 p.m. Eastern. We stream it through multiple avenues, so you can find it here on YouTube. You can find it on Twitter. You can find it on Facebook. We have all of our other social medias involved as well, mainly Instagram. Make sure you follow along us on that. We're 2 people away from 500 followers on Instagram.
What? Big day.
Yeah, and when we told Phil that before the show, he was less excited than that. So thank you for bringing some false enthusiasm, Phil. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I think it means a lot. Yeah, exactly.
For a second.
Well, it looks like I'm off the.
Oh God, I love it. So for those of you who don't know, again, this is a weekly show we do every Thursday. We try to review and check in a different beer every Thursday. Sometimes, like on nights like tonight, we're going to be doing a holiday instead. Dave, good evening, buddy.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for stopping by, Dave. And so make sure you follow along. Go to our website. Check out all the information we have out there. We keep track of all of our old episodes, our upcoming episodes. We've got an up-to-date calendar to some degree, as much as we can. Other than that, check out Untapped. Check out all of our beer subscription services. Go to the About section. Click through it a little bit. Make sure you like and subscribe. I know that's overused and oversaid, but it really does do a lot for us.
It's a real thing. We wouldn't just say it.
Yeah,
Just
trust me.
Make sure you smack that.
I was waiting for that to come back because I feel like it's been a while since
been
that's
months.
been said.
Smash the subscribe button.
Yeah. And Feliz cumpleaños to you as well, sir. Nope. Wrong. That's wrong.
Wrong one.
So for those of you who don't know, for some
That was Christmas.
Thank you. Number one. I'm Daniel. This is Tiffany. That's Phil. And if you've seen the show multiple times in the past, we have our good friend Vero with us as well, who helps our show out a ton. And she wanted to be on tonight so that she can correct my Spanish.
True story.
True story.
Absolutely true story.
Or as they say, verdad.
Historia verdadera. Sí.
Lost me on the first word.
Yeah,
I'm getting better though.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Cool.
Getting less offensive is the term I want to use.
I mean, at least that was an
What
actual.
are we? That's
was
another. I'm not sure.
That was an actual.
We
Spanish
opened
word.
the show with Happy Cinco de Mayo, which is something that you should not do.
Welcome to being me.
We're going to learn a lot in this show, I think.
Yay!
Well, wait a minute.
Congrats.
With the same woman? Oh no! Wait, an uncle. I see what you're saying. Okay.
He's the
kind of
father
you
and
have?
the uncle.
There's a lot of channels on the internet for that, Phil, which I'm sure you can seek out separately. So, Phil, let's start with you. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. Yeah, a week flew by. I'm still not used to doing this show so early in the day. I was literally sitting on my couch watching TV, and I was like, "Shit, the show!" and jumped up, and now I'm here. So, but I'm excited because like I was ready for a beer, so it kind of worked out, you know.
That's perfect.
Me too.
Me
It's
too.
happy hour for you.
That is true. But my beers were not half off, unfortunately. I had to pay for
Yeah.
them.
That's usually the best part about happy hour, for sure. What about you, Vero? How have you been?
I've been great.
Yeah.
It's been a good week. I'm done with the rain. It's May. It should not be raining.
Yes.
But other than that, I'm very excited to be here with you guys. I have my Mexican beers here.
So wait, what? I know it rained up there as well.
I dropped my boss 2 blocks away at the mayor's house for Cinco de Mayo celebration.
And you didn't go?
Do I like the mayor?
Oh,
Do I like my boss?
hot take. Hot take.
It's
Heard it here first.
just about rubbing elbows. We could have had the mayor on the show.
He would love it. He loves social media. He loves it. That's all he does. Yeah.
Wow.
Boy, quite the commentary on your mayor here. I feel there's some underlying.
We like just go on Twitter and read what
Go on Twitter.
Yeah.
you will understand.
I love it.
We
I
don't
just-
pick them.
I just wish you'd tell us how you really felt about
Right?
this.
Yes.
Yeah. On a live YouTube show.
I love it. I love it.
Where's the other
Daniel, Tiffany, how was your week? We'll go around the circle.
Daniel, your turn. You go.
Thanks. I don't know what that passive aggressive move was,
Yeah.
but I'll go for it.
It's a good show.
It's been great. It's been a great week. Weather's been fantastic.
I mean, it rained a lot and was kind of.
It's fine.
I think I read on Twitter, didn't you two do something this past weekend?
Don't think so.
Weren't you on something?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Okay, cool. Just wondering.
No, I'm just. Yeah. So actually, it wasn't this weekend. It was Monday. So Dave that checked in earlier from Beer in Front. We shot an episode with Dave. We sent him a beer here from a brewery in Virginia that we've had on the show, Coastal Fermentory. So we got a chance to talk to Dave about our show, about his beer scene, our beer scene. It was a ton of fun, and Dave's a great guy. He does pretty much like a pure podcast. So wherever you get your podcast, check it out. It's called Beer in Front.
So someone's gonna have to listen to the two of your voices through their ear pods.
It's going to be miserable. I had that same thought, Phil. I was like, with no video, why would you ever listen to either one of us?
I do not have a good podcast voice. At
Yeah,
all.
who does though? Dave.
Dave does.
God, that voice.
Dave 100% has a voice that is perfect for podcasting.
It is. I said this before. It is like soothing, and his voice is like a warm hug. It's great.
So there you go. Dave's episode with us on there will come out next Wednesday. So if you find Beer in Front on Twitter, YouTube, he does Podbean is where I listen to most of his stuff, but pretty much anywhere that you get your podcast, you
Search
should be able to find Beer in
Beer
Front.
in Front. You should be able to find it.
Yeah.
Do not search for Beer and Back.
No.
That is a whole nother
No.
show.
Because I found an episode of Beer and Back that was awesome, but I couldn't watch it at work.
And I could never drink a beer again afterwards.
No, I could. It made beer better for me, but maybe that's just me.
You do love putting beer in fooders, so
Trust me. Oh, see, look, Dave thinks you have a Barry White voice
Ooh.
on Phil.
wow.
That's probably just long COVID at this point. Changed
Yeah.
his octave by like 2 notes.
Well, I'm done. I'm walking away from this. I just went out on top. See you guys.
Episode over. Phil's out. I love for some reason that now that Vero is here, Phil is just completely fine just leaving the room whenever he wants to.
Yeah.
My favorite.
I know. And the sheer panic on Vero's face every time it happens is still great.
Is it me?
Well, my week was relatively uneventful. I
Thanks
didn't
for sharing.
do anything. I was like, what did I do? And then I realized that I hadn't really done anything. And then I immediately regretted being excited to talk about it.
Yeah, your face looked like the face you make right before the "Wish You Were Actually Beer" segment when you have no idea what you were going to say.
We got to do that tonight, too.
Yeah, it was like, what have I done?
Oh,
I live a really fun life. I got some flowers delivered, which I purchased myself because I don't need no. I don't need a man to buy me flowers. I pick them out. I get them delivered to my house every month. It is my present to myself, and they're like really nice ones.
Yes.
So I got those this week.
And then they die in a vase and sit there for an extra month that I eventually clean out because I don't need a woman to do my dishes either, bro.
I love when the show starts for the two of you like this because I just know it's going to keep getting worse.
We're out. We're gonna talk all.
Finally, I can get a word in.
This
Oh.
this is gonna happen the whole show.
Oh, now we're in the wrong spot.
And it's
though.
like musical chairs.
Oh,
You're
actually, technically, this is the spot I'm supposed to be in, isn't it?
This is the right spot. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
That's the original spot.
correct.
No, this now feels weird. It looks
Yeah.
weird. I'm uncomfortable. I'm switching it back.
That's fine.
There we go.
Okay.
Oof.
Well, thank God you're comfortable now.
Yeah.
Now
You're
you're
welcome.
on the East Coast. It doesn't make any sense.
Thank you. Geographically, this is
Just,
the worst
just
setup.
spin your computer around. It'll work.
Thank you.
Believe me.
Oh no, everything would fall apart immediately.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work on our end.
This is such a finicky system we have here. If we touch the computer, it falls apart immediately.
Oh, I know.
Accidentally
I've
people
I've
are-
been left on the show by myself due to your finicky computer.
No,
before.
we fixed that one. We got a different camera now that's not that finicky.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So what the hell are we doing tonight? We can't just
I
talk
don't
about
know
each
what
other's
we're doing.
weeks.
We're learning.
I think we're doing something like, oh yeah, it's our Cinco de Mayo Mexican lager show.
So for those of you who watched the show last week or saw the promo in the upcoming week prior to this, basically we just said get any Mexican lager you want. So we all have different Mexican lagers, even Tiffany and I, which is fun. So if you're watching and you're logged into YouTube or Twitter or Facebook, right? The Twitter doesn't do it, does it?
Twitter, you can't comment back. But you
Right.
can
Yeah.
watch
So Facebook and YouTube, you can comment along with us. So if you're having a Mexican lager, if you're drinking something else, follow along, keep up with us. Let us know what you're drinking, because that's always fun as well. But so we all have different Mexican lagers to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. I assume, Vero, you got Mexican lagers, right?
I did.
Okay. I didn't ask you before the show what beer you had. So
The Mexican IPA
ah,
Oh,
like,
interesting.
from actual Mexico.
That's
interesting.
fun.
Yeah, that is
Nope.
fun. So before we get into my favorite portion of the show, because I'm so goddamn good at it, let's see what beer we're gonna have. I want to see everybody's beer.
Well, good, because I just poured one of them.
And also leave in the comments, tell us which one you're having so we can all talk about it together.
Yeah.
So I found this Olay
Shiner.
or something.
Yep.
Órale!
Orale.
Órale!
What's it mean?
Let's go in Mexican. Only in Mexican.
So it is a out of Shiner Brewery. It's in
Can't go
Shelburne,
wrong.
Texas.
Okay. What about you, Phil? What did you get?
So I've got two. My first one is Trejo's Cerveza. It's Danny Trejo's Mexican lager.
Oh, nice.
So if you're a fan of Danny Trejo, which I am,
I mean, who
excited about
isn't?
this one. And then, are we doing two or just doing one, and then we'll talk about
You
the
can
next
do
one?
you can do whatever you
I was
want.
gonna do my
This is a
second
wide
one
open
later.
show.
We'll talk about the second one when we get there, but I'm going to start with my Trejo's Cerveza. Did I
I'm
say
okay
it
with
right,
Yes.
Sarah?
Who is
Alright.
going? Daniel or me?
I just said, did I say Trejo's right?
Daniel, you have yours. What do you have in?
I do have mine, but now I'm scared to tell you the name of it because I'm gonna get murdered.
Try your best, baby.
Not really. It's Esperante, which is I actually found this one at Early Birds, which is a bottle shop close to us in Pocosin. And this one is actually from Aslan Beer Company, which is up a little north of us in Virginia as well. So Aslan makes really good beers. So I'm excited for their Esperante Mexican style lager.
Esperante. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, but does yours say
Not
it's
even a
the
word.
nectar of the Mexican gods? Because mine does.
Yes,
Listen.
exactly.
It does not surprise me that Danny Trejo put nectar of the Mexican gods on anything he made. It's fantastic.
Okay, I'm having a Casa Real, and
Okay.
this is an amber lager,
And that means real house.
Royal House.
Close enough.
Royal House from Casa Agria, which it's sour house. And
Okay.
I'm having a grammar issue with the can because it says premium beer and then they translate it as primo cerveza, and that is a very gringo translation. A premium beer in Spanish would be cerveza prima.
Right.
Mm.
Adjectives go behind the noun in Spanish.
I
Correct.
think they would have had like one person look at that and know that.
Well, that's my question.
Any person who knows basic Spanish can tell that cerveza is a female noun and primo is a male noun. And in Spanish, you have to like everything gender and number. So,
but you said that one's actually, is it made in Mexico?
No, this is not Mexican. Casa Agria is from California.
Oh, well, there you go. Point in case.
Yeah, but like you
It's
started
California
as
Spanish.
You're naming your beer in your brewery in Spanish, dude.
Right.
Just Google it.
Yeah, exactly. Google Translate exists.
Exactly.
All right, so Andy has been inspired by Phil's Rude Boy collection, and in honor of pandemic, he's having 3 different Coronas: the familiar Corona, the extra Corona, and the more refreshing Corona. Yeah,
I love the live translations, Daniel.
Yeah, again, this is not my first rodeo. I'm just playing a role on this show.
I'll see myself out.
I love Gabriel's having a harp.
Yeah.
Here, Joe, I'm having a harp.
Doesn't get any more Mexican lager than that.
Not wearing that flannel, it doesn't.
There you go. Well, it is amber.
It is. They did succeed in that one.
They did, yeah.
Except for they call it Ambro, I believe.
Yeah, different.
It could be.
Yep. So that being said, now that everyone knows what they're having, we know it's Cinco de Mayo, which means obviously we're going to do Cinco de Mayo history and facts, I would assume.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So for those of you unfamiliar with the show, this is the portion where we do a little bit of history and facts, as we like to call it, but it's really just trivia. Typically, it's either about the brewery or the beer specifically that we're having. But since this is a holiday, I'm going out on a limb here because I don't know any of trivia and assuming it's about Cinco de Mayo, or at least somewhat relevant to Cinco de Mayo. Also, Katie has joined us, and unfortunately, she got drunk on Cinco de Cuatro, so she's having cheesecake.
It's a solid plan.
True story. And yes, we will all be losing this portion of the show to Vero, which is good, I guess.
I will answer last.
Now we know she's not cheating because we can actually see her, and I don't think she remembers the post-it thing that we all talked about last week.
Yeah, that's true. No, I forgot all about that too. I could be doing this show already. God. All right.
This is why you win.
Right. Because I can't remember week to week, right? Yeah. So we're going to be doing trivia. If you logged in, you can always answer along with us. There is a little bit of a delay, so bear with us and don't get all over my ass if all of a sudden we didn't drag your shitty answer in. All right. Question 1.
Cinco de Mayo is a celebration for what event? A, Mexican Independence Day. B, the day a battle ended in an unlikely success. Or C, an old king's birthday.
Oh, man.
I want this to be a day a battle ended in an unlikely success. That sounds like a way cooler holiday to me, and we should have named it the day a battle ended in an unlikely success day.
A word to the wise.
I
had nothing to do with trivia. This is Tiffany trivia.
Okay, look, and I'm
beware.
Everyone's in the same bag as me tonight. Bees in the car. No,
they're everywhere. Save yourself. Your firearms are useless against them.
All right, that's our Chris Farley show we do every other month. I'm gonna go with B, mainly no historical backing to this or knowledge on it. I just want that to be the answer.
I'm going with B too.
Oh man, now I gotta go B because everyone's going B, so I'll go with A.
Okay, it is B. So A, Mexican Independence Day is actually September 16th. Should be Mexico's Independence Day, but yes. So there was a here. Let me pull up my notes.
B2, you sunk my battleship.
That's the Corona talking.
Yeah. So this was the Battle of Puebla Day.
Puebla, yeah, the Battle of Puebla. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got more, so I'm going to save some of the other knowledge on the actual battle for one of the next questions.
Oh, okay. But really, the takeaway from this one is that I was right. Question 2.
True or false? Cinco de Mayo is an American holiday and only celebrated in one area of Mexico.
This is the most American thing ever, which means it has to be true.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take your holiday that you sort of do. We're going to do it across the entire country, and good luck in whatever town you're doing it in.
Just so we can drink.
Right.
Have an excuse to drink again.
That being said, that's my gut reaction, which typically in this game means I'm wrong. Gosh, I'm so torn on this one.
I'm going to go with true on this one.
Okay.
Because the first half is definitely true, but it's weird because it says it's an American holiday, but it's also celebrated in Mexico, so that makes it confusing.
Yeah, but it's probably like a border town who's like, yeah, we can party once in May as well. I'm for
maybe
it.
it's not an official Mexican holiday.
Right,
Maybe it's only celebrated here, and then we just took it.
Vera,
so I'm going true.
Vera, you have to have a better poker face than this when you know the answers. This is so.
Well,
I'm going to say false.
It's a trick question.
Yes.
I'm sorry. If I have to give it a true to everything, no, it's false.
Right.
It's not. The whole thing is not true.
Okay. Because?
Yeah. What's your reasoning?
Oh, you want me to answer? Cinco de Mayo is an actual Mexican holiday.
Okay.
And it is true. So it's not an American holiday. It's a Mexican holiday that America adopted, but it's only celebrated in Puebla in Mexico.
So false is the correct answer.
But is it an official holiday?
It is not an official holiday. It technically
It's not
is
a national holiday.
holiday.
It is an official holiday.
But
Not
only in that one area?
It's only in Puebla.
Exactly. It's not a national holiday. It's a regional holiday where the battle was fought.
Yes.
Well, this isn't saying that it's not a holiday in Mexico, but it's also saying it is a holiday in America.
It's not really a holiday in America.
Vero, it's Cinco de Mayo. Everyone goes and gets tacos and margaritas.
That doesn't make it a holiday.
It is a holiday.
Did nobody else get today off work?
I think you might be fired,
Right.
Daniel.
So I wrote this, and I'm going to say it's true because of the way that I wrote it, because it's my brain, and it's true. So here is my reasoning. Cinco de Mayo was essentially adopted by Americans in California as a heritage celebration day.
Because they spell the words so correctly on their cans.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
But the actual area in Mexico, so it's actually the state of Puebla, they do celebrate this, but they're the only ones that do. So if you want to go have like a rager Cinco de Mayo, you shouldn't go to Mexico. It's not going to happen. If you should wait until they have their Independence Day.
Right.
I love all these Americans showing up to Mexico City and ready to celebrate, and nothing's
My laptop
happening.
just died.
Exactly.
That would be fantastic. That sounds like the coolest college party in a border town to Mexico where they really just don't know any better.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the reason that what the mayor is having here, and when I say here, it's like literally he lives next door. It's because the vast majority of Mexicans living in the tri-state area are from Puebla. So that's why he's having that celebration.
So they are actually celebrating.
Me and the girl from the Mexican consulate, we were really hoping that he is very aware that it's not Mexico's Independence Day. So we cannot be sure.
Based off the tweeter, I can't guarantee it.
Hold on. Let me tell you about this battle.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's
really cool, actually.
Yeah. So it is Phil, you ready?
Yeah. I'm back and I'm listening.
Okay. So it does commemorate a single battle in 1861. And essentially the country was in financial ruin when this new president was elected. And so he was actually forced to default on their debts to European governments. So France, Britain, and Spain all decided to send their naval forces to Veracruz, and they were demanding repayment. Britain and Spain negotiated with Mexico, and so they were like, cool, we're out, and they left. And France was like, nope, fuck that shit. And Napoleon III, who was currently the ruler, he decided to use this as an opportunity to carve out additional French territory. And so this well-armed French fleet, they stormed Veracruz, and they drove the area of Puebla into like retreat. So the French, after a like full day war, started in the morning and like early afternoon.
Big day of work.
The French had lost 500 troops, and the Mexicans, there's only like 100 or less that had been killed in this clash. And so even though this wasn't like a huge strategic war battle, like victory, it was still this like moment of like we were super like unprepared and not ready to be fighting this giant French naval battle, and somehow we won. And so it was this huge like symbolic victory, and eventually they the French completely withdrew like a couple of years later.
Oh, we're familiar.
Yeah,
But like independence was declared in 1810,
Right.
years before, on September 18. So, and the president was Benito Juarez, who gave the name to the Mexico airport.
Gabriel's on fire tonight.
Gabriel can't miss tonight.
God, Gabriel, if you had a better Mexican lager to bring on, we'd bring you right on the show.
He must have soaked up some mushroom juice with that damn
How dare
cherry.
you.
I'm sorry you don't like learning. You could just sign off.
Enjoy being a Yankee. Wait.
I'm gonna get you on Instagram, Daniel. I have your Instagram. I know where you post. How
I
dare you?
love it. What an interesting fact we just learned about a culture that we're not familiar with from a historical standpoint. Thank you for your commentary, Gabriel. Next question.
While very similar, Mexican lagers are different from
Love
Vienna
you too,
lagers
boo.
because they have different hops, malts, or adjuncts.
I mean, they're all lagers, so it should just be adjuncts. I'm going C.
I'm waiting to see last.
Oh, you're going. Sorry,
I
was
he knows the answer.
really deep in thought. I'm going to join you on this one. I think it's C as well. No reason, just the word adjuncts makes me laugh.
Yeah,
No one else is answering.
yes.
Should I give it a minute?
Gabriel's too hurt. Right, exactly. Yes, they have different professors.
Look at it. Oh my God. Adjuncts like professors. Ooh. Is Andrew starting to retract answers?
This is getting out of hand.
Oh,
All right.
no. He's
So the
deep in
answer
those Coronas.
The answer
Take
is
it away.
C. The answer is C. So a little bit about Mexican lagers. They are, clean, pale. They usually have a really high clarity, low bitterness, and they're usually relatively refreshing with a really light flavor. Very good for casually drinking in the sun.
Yes.
So the Mexican beers, they actually did originate as a Vienna lager. And because corn was so abundant in the area, it was adding to like mix in the form of the flaked maize. So part of to like fluff it up and you don't have to use as much malt. You add corn in it. So it slightly dries it out, makes it a little more crispy. And because it's a low protein, it actually makes it a clearer beer.
Interesting. Instead of a Vienna lager, that's typically a little bit darker.
Yep.
And instead of, you said maize, and they would normally use a flaked oat instead of
Yep.
That makes sense.
But they do use the either Pilsner or Vienna malts.
Okay. So same malt, just different coloring based off the other.
That's just because they add in corn.
Based off the other professors that get mixed in there. Andrew's on to the familiar Corona, higher ABV than the extra or light. Well, see you later, motherfucker.
It's Corona Premium is what he's doing now.
Corona familiar.
I love that Gabriel said corny, like Phil's jokes, and then gave a dad emoji at the end of it. This is counterproductive to your point. Super guy. I love it.
Oh God, why are you even trying to educate this crowd?
Because this is my thing, and that's fine.
Can't educate the educated.
Where did the Mexican lager originate?
Oh no.
If it's not Texas, I quit this whole show.
Yeah.
Mexico
C.
City, Germany, Texas.
C. Texas.
B. Germany.
Even better.
Porn.
I want this to be Texas so bad. I'm sticking with C.
I'm sticking with Germany.
I'm torn between B and C. I'm gonna go with B.
Ooh.
Okay. Boy, this is really going to separate out who wins.
This, I think
'Cause I
whoever
haven't
wins
missed
this
one
one
yet.
wins it.
Yeah, you did.
This is gonna separate the hops from the adjuncts.
And it was false. Vero said
No.
it was false. And
No.
I trust someone who speaks the language.
So this, so it originated. So it was created by immigrants from Austria and Germany, but they were in Texas and like upper Mexico, but not Mexico City. So is Texas kind of a trick question? However, they were Germans that did it. So when they settled in Texas and Mexico, they brought the Vienna lager recipes.
Okay.
And originally it was called, or it was started to be called Clara. But the Vienna lagers were brewed with the maize, and that was the standard in the Mexican brew beering world. So that's how those Vienna lagers then changed.
And that's what I thought. Like when you were talking about Vienna lagers earlier and the change to it, I was like, shit, it might be Germany.
I mean, kind of, but
yeah.
yes.
Right. Well, you couldn't brew this in Germany at the time it probably came around when Texas was as old as Texas is, because you had to use the purist laws and you couldn't use corn, couldn't use maize. Right?
Technically, yeah.
Man, look at Daniel bringing some stuff he learned from past episodes
Yeah,
right
but
into
what's
this
it
one.
called?
I have learned nothing.
What's
Rein's
that?
good bolt.
Stop it.
Oh, it's the
Rein's-
Schadenfreuder Rhine.
It's Ramstein. I think.
Yes, it
Ein
is.
Heskebolt.
Du hast.
You are.
I seem to remember hearing that as a young child about beer.
As a young child learning about beer, we
As
often
one
talked
does.
about Ramstein. Why? This
like
actually
it.
does sound like your childhood to me, Daniel.
It's actually, I mean, we're not that far off, actually.
I did listen to Rammstein.
Yeah.
Vero, big Ramstein fan.
I'm just staying out of it.
They're like the Justin Bieber of progressive
Metal-ish.
industrial Russian rock.
Yeah. And they all had the swoop over haircut, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, correct.
Something that I listen to on a daily basis.
Oddly enough, Usher produced all of them as well, which is fucking crazy to me.
It was wild. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get to our 90s R&B, hip hop, Justin Bieber podcast another day.
All right. True or false? Cinco de Mayo is the biggest day of the year for avocado sales.
Oh,
I don't know. Are people buying it on Cinco de Mayo? Or...
right. Are they buying it on the 5th? That's an American thing to do. Like, oh, fuck. Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
I need an avocado.
Because you think like all the restaurants, they got to buy it at least a day or two before.
Yeah, so I think this is maybe a poorly worded question. I just think maybe avocado sales in general around Cinco de Mayo. So I'm going to say true.
Am I the only one seeing Daniel gradually falling off the bed tonight?
I'm trying to, so we move.
The trivia attack, because I see violence
Me?
happening tonight to
No.
you.
I don't think so. We have Fred and Wilma beds anyway, because a different dinosaur delivers coffee to us each morning. So you guys want to do a Flintstones podcast too, or is that over?
God, we have no more time left for podcasts.
I am
24/7.
We are running
exhausted.
out of days.
I mean, the hanging with Mr. Cooper one already takes up 12 hours a day.
Could you imagine?
We
All
need
right,
to
so
find
Andy says true. Gabriel
so
went
funny.
real true fashion here and just yelled a word
Guacamole.
that I can't read. What is that? What does that mean?
I took off my glasses, so when I looked down at that, it said Guacamotel. It's a guacamotel. And
By the way,
where
the
do I go?
Guacamotel is a wonderful stay, though.
Really great guacamole.
Yes.
It's got all avocado mattresses.
So,
This
No.
is true for me.
yeah, I think so as well. Regardless of the wording, I think this is a true statement.
Mm.
It is true. So the California Avocado Commission reports that 87 million pounds of avocados are purchased just for these celebrations.
The California Avocado Commission.
Why
This is
that
why it
make
costs so
sense?
much money to fucking live there. They have a whole commission on avocados, probably making 6 figures a year to talk about avocado sales. It's called QuickBooks. You can just run a report.
And
One person.
will say avocados from Mexico.
So advertising definitely got to Vero.
But why is it in California? If they
California is where the happy cows are.
that is where your taxpayer dollars go.
True story.
I don't pay taxes.
Lonely toast.
Where the toast is never lonely. Can we start this motel?
Yes.
I don't
Yes, we
think
can.
from an initial startup capital we can afford all avocado mattresses. They're expensive as fuck.
Maybe we'll cut us a deal.
Yeah, maybe we'll get like a half avocado, an avocado twin mattress for every room. All
We're
right.
gonna push them together. Okay, where the heck did the lime come from?
The coconut.
It was used. It was used for pest control. B, it was an accident in a small bar with drunk people and tacos. C, a brewery made a lime variant of this beer and it caught on.
Now this one I think I do know, and if I'm wrong, then I didn't know it.
Good
But
answer.
I'm going with A because I believe that's why they put the lime in the Corona initially, was to keep the flies from going into it and away from the top where you put your mouth.
So there is some truth to that. I just don't know if it's true for this question, which makes me feel like a terrible person if I don't get this correct and it is A.
Well, you should feel like one. You are.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no doubt. But I'm just talking about today. I will go with A as well. It is commonly used even in agricultural to have some like highly acidic things like this for most aphids and other things that will do damage to other. I'm going to say A as well.
Yeah, it's A for me. For this one, it's A for me.
All right.
Well, hold on now. Never underestimate drunk people. Trust me, you're watching them currently. All right.
Really staved off scurvy as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so yes, A. However, there are multiple theories out there.
Okay.
It is A is that it was used for pest control because open air bars, they'd stick a lime in the rim of the bottle so it'd keep away from beer sugars.
Right.
And the flavor combo worked, so it stuck. Another theory was that old school beer bottles were sealed with metal caps that didn't have a plastic liner. And so it'd leave a ring of rust on it. And so they'd take the lime and then clean it.
Right.
Which would then leave it smelling like and tasting a little bit like lime. And then the third one is a slightly more contemporary explanation in the fact that in 1981, a bartender in California made a bet with a friend that he was going to create a new fad and put a lime into the bottle of beer and it caught on.
Interesting.
So those are the three. Who knows?
I think those are probably all pretty accurate, actually, because I could see any one of those. I just love the idea of like going up to a bar and they're like, yeah, let me get that bottle of beer of whatever. And they crack it open and it's just covered in rust on the top. I'm like, don't worry about it, bro.
I got it.
Now your shit smells great and is astringent and has no rust on it. What are we going to do with this rusty lime, which is not what you think it means?
I don't know what I think it means.
What it means.
Do me a favor when you're not on a work computer or not
No,
safe for
don't do
work
this.
and Google rusty lime.
Nope.
I'm sure Gabriel will tell us what it is in the comments.
Trust me, he's on the website.
Gabriel's currently doing it.
Yes, and you are correct, Gabriel. It's
In
what
the
they use to clean the
motel?
bathrooms at the Guac Motel, where salt is on every rim.
Ouch.
I love it.
Oh.
So,
Well, is there more?
no, I mean I have some fun facts.
Let's hear
Let's
Well-
hear them. They better be fun though.
Well, okay, so do you know what a michelada is?
I do.
Yeah.
I love those things.
Oh,
Yes,
you're
go
talking
girl.
it. It's a beer Bloody Mary, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Explain, Tiffany.
Okay. So, michelada is a drink with beer, lime juice, and some sort of like chili base. So it does have spices, tomato juice, and chili peppers.
Zing zang.
So it's really common like that. However, there was this there's a couple different popular like stories once again of like theories as to how this became to be. So there's one that there's this man named Michel Esper who began to ask for his beer with lime salt ice and a straw in a cup called a chabela. And basically it made like a beer lemonade or limonada. And so members of this club, they started asking for Michel's lemonade, and that just turned into michelada. So that's like one potential reason that it came to be. But that doesn't necessarily explain the like tomato juice and the like it is kind of like a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, yeah.
There's another one that it's actually I don't even know what this says. So it's the michelada I've been drinking.
The Michelin Man is very popular.
A portmanteau of the Michela
Michela helada.
Michelada.
Yeah.
Michela is the Mexican word for beer.
Okay.
Like in Argentina, you would say birra. In Italy, you would say birra. It's like it's
think-
the local word for beer.
Isn't it pronounced Peroni in Italy?
Yeah,
I've done some research on
see
this.
yourself out.
What about cerveza?
Cerveza is the correct word. Cerveza is a translation of beer.
Right.
But if you like, when you go to, if you're in Mexico, they will be like, do you want to have a chela?
Right. You're not ordering a cerveza. That's
No.
just the proper name for a beer, but not what people call it.
So when I was told to say una cerveza por favor, that was not it.
It would work. They would give you a cerveza, but each country has, Argentina has birra.
Were you getting taught Spanish in high school where they were teaching how to order a beer?
Yeah.
California is very different.
No, we learned.
We got the avocado commission.
I didn't learn Spanish at school. They taught me at home.
Oh, yeah. So you were ordering beer.
At home, yeah.
That's nice.
And if you go to Spain, it's a caña. So it's a different. So chela is the word, and mi chela helada means my cold beer.
Okay.
Helada
makes
means beer.
We have a very popular Kanye here in the States as well.
That's caña.
Oh, Kanye. I see what you're saying.
No, that's Wheezy.
I think he's moved on from that as well. But
God, I'm
we'll
old.
touch on that on our 90s, 2000s, and early 2020s R&B. All right, go.
That was it.
You're supposed to
That was
be
my-
light.
That was my fun fact.
I dig it.
It was fun.
Now you know what you're drinking, bitches.
Well, shall we all open up our second beer and kind of talk about the beers we're having
Oh
Correct.
no. Hold
in
on.
like a
I
half-assed
need another glass.
review time?
Yes.
Hi.
I'm back. Boy, that is not as long a slide as it seems, is it? I'll be right back.
I'm going to go with the Baja Brewing. Por favor. Where is it? Por favor.
Not a weather
Oh,
lady.
that's the Mexican IPA.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
This is something that you never see. It's to beer better.
I'm excited. This is about to be 3 beer, Tiffany.
You just pulled the Tiffany and spilled beer all over the table.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I have seen 2 Beer Vero.
I definitely have.
She had.
She's the
So-
one who gets up and walks out in the middle of the.
Apparently, that's what we do.
We're having a situation. It's a live show, damn it, people.
All right. So my first beer we're talking about, this one is from 3 Notched, and it is Andale Mexican Lager. So
And-
3 Notched.
Ándale.
Riba?
Yes, three notches out of Charlottesville, which is a little north of us.
Luckily for them, they put the little what it means. Is it on delay? It means come on.
Yes.
They translate it for you. Thank you, Three Notch, for knowing that not everyone speaks Spanish.
I mean, I've seen the cartoon. I knew what that meant.
Yeah.
I know.
Pretty sure everyone knows what that means.
Yeah.
It
means quickly.
What's the riba part?
That's quickly.
That's the quickly, so it's come quickly.
Arriba. Up.
Something Daniel hears all the time.
I love it. Good setup, Phil.
Thank you.
Yeah. Big prize for you,
It's
Lynn.
a big night for me.
It's a big night. All right, what are you drinking, Phil?
So my second one tonight is 14 from 14 Cannons. It's
Okay.
wearing a nice little sweater, right? Is that what that is, Vero? Is that a sweater? And this is a Mexican lager. It said it is made with brewed with flaked maize and some
Motueka.
Thank you. Motueka hops for a hint of lime.
Nice.
Ooh, that sounds yummy.
Yeah, I really like this can art.
Yeah.
And 14 means
14.
14.
muy bien.
Don't go past 20 though.
You're welcome. Oh,
But it's like Tiffany's. You see, Tiffany's can also has a Sarape print.
Sweater.
yeah, absolutely.
So I will say
So
my,
Tiffany and I are the same person. That is what you don't see.
I know.
my Trejos was very good. It was like one of those easy to drink. Just this is what I love about Mexican lagers. They're just like they're meant for the beach. They're meant for just like super easy drinking. So, and this one is also very good.
Yeah, so I feel the same way about the Esperante that I had, and I'm actually just having a second one of that because we got a couple of different beers, but I found a 4-pack of this one. So super easy to drink. And really, I guess I didn't really think about the variation from flaked oats to maize instead. And that's probably what makes these so like just the easiest drinking ever.
That's what makes them clear.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Low protein.
Correct. Low protein, easy to drink,
That's
easy
my
to
middle
drink.
name.
Trust me, I'm high protein, bro. But yeah, Mexican lagers are crazy easy to drink. The Esperante from Aslan was super good. Yeah, I got no qualms with it. It's no very familiar Corona, but it is pretty good.
Well, this one is strong
It's an IPA. Should be.
and very malty.
Okay.
The smell is kind of like syrupy
Interesting.
and bitter. Really, really bitter.
Well, I think that's the IPA portion of it that's going to be hard to wash out if you're doing an actual IPA and trying to make it in the vein of a Mexican like lager.
This is really made in Mexico,
Nice.
in Baja California. So it's
I'm sorry, it's made in Mexico, but in Baja,
Baja California. Threw me off there too.
Yeah.
Baja California is a state of Mexico.
Yes.
What?
What?
I'm sorry. Let the Latina explain to the Americans how the geography of your country works.
Well, specifically California, because
You
I
don't
grew
know
up in
about
Virginia.
Baja California?
Yeah, I spent so much
Explain to
time
that
there.
side, I'll explain to this side. Baja California is a state below California from Mexico.
So they just borrowed our name?
Look.
Oh yeah, that's the way it went. I'm
Do you
sure.
want to open that?
Nothing makes me happier than to get that reaction out of Vero every time. Okay, so I apologize. We're gonna clear this up real quick. Down here is Mexico,
No.
and we're like California is kind of on the coast here.
No.
It like makes a horn.
No.
Yeah, it comes around.
Mhm.
Oh no, wait, that's the horn is Africa. Okay, don't worry about it. We'll go through that on our geography podcast.
Yeah. I also went to Daniel's homeschool, so I'm right there with him. This all
I love
sounds
we were
great.
in the same class together. No, what this is
We were prom dates.
this is two people that grew up on the East Coast. Yeah, Baja California. It's in California. Come on,
Yeah,
read a book,
that
man.
sounds right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you guys start the country? Fuck out of here. East Coast. I love it.
Moctezuma is going to get you tonight.
Trust me, I'm not scared of the Muppets at all. Again, big history guy here. All right. What else we gotta do? We gotta. All right, I love this portion of the show, and I put a lot of thought into it every week. So I'm gonna go first. I wish geography were beer because I'd have a much better understanding as to where things began, why I like things versus why I don't like things. Really complicated world we're living in, and beer is just much easier.
I don't know. Beer's pretty complicated. It's
Baja California.
Learning that on this show, how complicated
You named
beer is.
Mexico in it, so I'm not confused.
Baja Mexican California is what it
Thank
should
you.
be.
Baja California, hecho en Mexico. It says right there. It's in the can.
That's the most confusing statement to a white kid from the East Coast ever. Brewed in Mexico, made in Baja California. What the fuck are we doing here, you guys?
Remember this when you wonder why your country is going to shit. Remember this.
Yeah.
All right. So geography for me, I got an easy.
Ooh,
Oh. Was that just us?
you froze.
Yeah.
You see, Moctezuma is watching.
Vera, what's your wish you were beer this week?
We friends.
You put me on the spot.
Yeah. How does it feel?
I wish that
She's gonna take you.
We can hear you now, Daniel and Tiffany.
Yeah.
just so you know.
No, she's gonna take yours. Watch. Go.
I'm okay with it, actually.
Go.
You can
no,
take
no, I'm not gonna.
because
I
actually
wish-
mine is something different because I don't think I can.
Okay.
Oh. I wonder
I'm
what
not
theirs
gonna
is
go
based
there.
on
I'm
their
not gonna go there
shirts.
either because I'm too pissed about it. I'm not gonna go
Right.
there.
Hold on, 19th Amendment vote.
Nevertheless, she persisted.
This is just I don't have anything to
Yeah.
say that's even remotely nice.
Oh,
or
that's fair.
I wish bureaucracy was beer because then everything would move faster because everybody would want to get a hand on a beer.
Correct.
So that's it. That's mine.
I think that's very fair.
I wish Shell's last quarterly earnings were beer. So Shell apparently tripled their last year's earnings based on oil prices currently. It was at $9.1 billion in a single quarter. If that was beer, I'd have a fuck ton of beer.
True story.
So there's my not abortion discussion.
But read a book, idiots.
All
Not
right.
me. Not me. I don't have to read.
Yeah.
Just study a map instead.
All right. Well, so I'm going to talk about abortion. No. I wish bird shit was beer
Because then that tap would be flowing.
because I just got my car washed and there would be so much beer on it already. And this would be wonderful if I walked out to my car and I was just like, oh, a lot of beer on my freshly washed car. This is beautiful. Instead, it's not beer.
Hold
So-
on.
Hold on. Too many has a thought here.
It's just Andrew.
All the dad puns are coming out tonight.
I do love it. I do love it.
That's all.
All things being equal, honestly,
Except for it's not because it's America, so it's not equal.
getting there. All things being equal and
Look,
unequal.
from this white man's perspective, it looks very equal.
True story. But please make sure you actually go vote. There are a lot of important things going on, whether you keep up with it or not, that are extremely unfair, unbiased, and just terrible fucking bullshit going on. So please go vote. Write your congressman. I don't care how you vote or what you actually believe, but please
I
do
do
it.
care how you vote. Please don't.
No, I
vote
don't.
for-
Vote however you want. Just
voted.
fucking do it. It's
Yeah,
not
but
rocket
people voted
science.
and this is happening.
I'm sorry?
People voted and this is happening.
Correct. So the other people that felt otherwise better increase how they show up in the polls. Go vote. Everyone, all the fucking time. Just do it every single time. Everybody's going to be okay. I promise. We're going to figure all this shit out. Don't worry too much. It will be okay. I promise.
Hearing it from a
Daniel
white man
for
just
president.
means a lot.
If anyone would like to read a great book, one of my
Start with a Bible.
No, I'm really glad I did not have any beer in my mouth because that would have been everywhere.
I did have beer.
No. So I fangirl over this human rights and like women's equality lawyer. Her name is Kate Kelly. She's all over Twitter. She just released her book called Ordinary Equality. She also has a podcast called Ordinary Equality. The first season actually talks about how we got to where we are with abortion. It is a fantastic listen, and you should go grab her book as well. It's on Amazon. And if you use Amazon Smile, you can actually donate part of your purchase price to different organizations like NARAL or Planned Parenthood or any one of the charities that is actually working towards making some moves here. So that is my pitch.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. Kate Kelly, thanks for sometimes
Oh my
retweeting
God.
me.
We'll tweet Kate Kelly tomorrow and let her know that you mentioned her on the show. I know that's really your only goal here.
What are we doing next week?
Let's do like a weird fat gray cat beer or something.
I believe it's Gay Cat.
And no, I don't think so.
No.
We're not in. Oh, we were
Oh,
close.
no?
We were both right.
Oh, we were both wrong.
So we are doing All Cats Are Gray in the Dark from Fat Orange Cat, which
I love
very
a whole
excited.
brewery cat-based. What
they
is
bank
going
hard on cats, but they
Yeah,
don't have
they-
a rodent problem, which is good.
Yeah, so they're kind of like the witches.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it all the circle is complete.
Yes.
Alewives.
We have come all the way full circle in things we've learned on this show tonight. So everything has been done. This is our last show.
From Baja California.
But we're signing off from Baja, California, in apparently fucking Mexico.
I have
So-
nothing. I have no idea what this beer is about. So the name itself is very intriguing, though.
Cats.
Yeah, me either. I'm excited for it.
Not the musical.
I've seen the label. Yeah, no one's excited for the musical.
No,
Shit.
no.
But I am excited for the beer. I've seen the label. It's interesting to begin with. So make sure you join us next week. We'll try that beer. I will study some geography.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Well, do you know where Connecticut is? Because the brewery is from Connecticut. That is in the United States.
I'm going to be studying anatomy the rest of the week.
I will say I got less excited when you said the beer is from Connecticut for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
But I think I picked it because it was a white stout, and you like those.
Yeah, there's a lot of white things happening in Connecticut, so I got
Oh.
a little less excited.
The strip clubs. The
They are
business
white and
owners.
stout in Connecticut.
So make sure you stop by next week, where we try white stout from a white Connecticut brewery. Apparently, I have no idea. I don't know who works there, but we'll try to get them on the show anyway.
We haven't done a white stout yet.
Nope.
No. I've had
We
quite
did
a
a
few
golden
of them.
stout, right? We've done a golden. We haven't done a
You
Yeah,
getting of
the one with the wow
golden,
chocolate.
golden goddess, I believe.
Nope, that is
No.
a
No?
It
whole
was
different
with the
YouTube.
chocolate, with the chihuahua chocolate.
Correct.
This memory is sharp.
Yeah, I think you spent too much
Much
time
like
in
that
St. Martin.
vision.
It's the sand that you have.
So make sure you join us next week. As always, thank you to everyone for stopping by for some crazy reason and listening to how intelligent I am on geography.
Mm.
I'm really not happy about this. No. Now, make sure you follow along throughout the week. Please find us on all our social medias, Instagram, Twitter, sort of Facebook, but our website as well. Follow us along on Untapped to see how many beers we check in. Make sure you like and subscribe everywhere you go. Share it with your friends. If you find anybody that you know that likes beer or likes kind of general ignorance and I'm on the show, make sure you send them our way. We'd love to have them involved as well. And also make sure you keep up on our Instagram. We are going to be doing a special project Monday that Tiffany and I are going to be involved in. So we are doing a collaboration beer as the show with a brewery. So we're going to be doing a lot of that on Instagram come Monday. Monday is brew day. So we'll put some more details out on Sunday, the day before, through Instagram. So make sure you follow along, keep up with us. That's going to be a blast.
We talked about keeping the secret, and you just spoiled it all.
I mean, you can keep a secret all you want.
It was just supposed to be follow us on Instagram Monday for a special treat, and then.
We're also on the Beer in Front podcast on Wednesday.
True story.
So I'm excited to hear you two talk about whatever is going on there.
It's going to be terrible.
Yeah, I hope that he edited all of my rambling.
He did not.
It's just his voice the whole time.
He has liner notes of where we spoke.
And he goes, and then Tiffany mentioned this.
Correct.
And then he just keeps going.
But either way, follow us on Instagram on Monday especially. It's an exciting day that you didn't hear anything about.
Exactly.
I must have been in the bathroom.
Show. We are great at geography and internal communications.
Vero, you want to let us out in Spanish?
No. Oh, you want me to do it in Spanish? In Spanish, I can do it because I can say whatever and you don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I mean, the internet exists. Let's not get in trouble.
Well, muchas gracias por estar en el Wish You Were Beer Show. Los esperamos la próxima semana con una cerveza de Connecticut. Like, subscribe, click. We are
subscribe.
We are to follow.